was against Iowa. They came back, and here at the rack beat Nebraska, who was number 4 in the country at the time.
We've got Sean McCabe and Connor Youtsey going at it. We'll bring in TJ Curran, the third member of our crew. A fresh look today for TJ.
Today, the Scarlet Knights will honor their 4 seniors, Mikey Simmons, Anthony Perotti, Hayden Rymack, and Billy Smith. And to commemorate such a special day here at the rack, the fans who were lucky enough to get here first were rewarded with a limited edition Scott Goodale sweater vest t-shirt, which I'm wearing right now. But the real question is, Sean, Kevin, were you lucky enough to snag some goodie swag of your own?
Well, that was your job, wasn't it? Aren't you bringing it up to us later today?
Yeah, he told us that we could have his. That's what he said earlier.
It's a special environment inside the rack today, and not just an important duel between 2 ranked Big Ten opponents, but so the seniors honored before today, Scott Goodale, Joe McFarland, 2 of the outstanding coaches in this conference. Michigan coming in number 6 in the country, Rutgers number 12.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach McFarland's done a great job at Michigan, and obviously Coach Pritzloff was there for the past 2 years prior to coming over to Rutgers last season, and it's really been phenomenal what he's been able to do with the Rutgers guys. But year in and year out, Michigan's one of the top programs. I mean, you saw it last year, five All-Americans, a 6th person who was a Big Ten champ at 184 who did an All-American, and then national finalist in Kuhn. I mean, they're great up and down the lineup, which you'll see for the rest of the afternoon.
And Michigan 11-2 on the year. They're 6-1. You mentioned that loss for Rutgers just a couple days ago. Well, the 6th Big Ten win for Michigan was 2 days ago down at Maryland and beat them up pretty good. 33-6. Rutgers falling on Friday to Wisconsin. An upset for the Badgers. 18-15 decision. And it was Sean McCabe who was out there for Rutgers in that final bout. So it's the 125 to start us. Connor Youtsey 5-7 in duels this year. McCabe 10-6.
Yeah, I mean, Youtsey right there almost in on a shot the first action here, 2 minutes into the first period. But Youtsey, returning All-American last year, 6th at 125. But Sean McCabe has been really wrestling well. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done on Friday night against Wisconsin. But he's best when he gets to his offense, outside sweep singles, and he can finish really well there. He got on a couple Friday night, wasn't able to finish. You can see McCabe trying to circle away to that leg to try to get him to step forward to hit his swing single. That's his offense on his feet, his go-to move. Neither one really doing too much here in this first period, 30 seconds left.
And McCabe's number 20 in the country. They've got 7 ranked Rutgers grapplers, Michigan with 6. And these first few bouts, very important for Michigan. You take a look at the Wolverines roster and their lineup from top to bottom. 184, 197, and the heavyweight class is a deadly 1-2-3 punch if you're Michigan. They have 3 wrestlers there. They're all top 6 in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, for Rutgers to really come out, they're not gonna be favored in any of the last 3 bouts. And obviously, Rymack, Gravina, and Big Billy Smith up top can wrestle with anybody in the country. But Rutgers is going to have to get themselves out to a lead, and that's going to start with McCabe here. And he's picking bottom here in the second period. He's going to have to work to get out because Youtsey is very tough on top.
There is Scott Goodale, 9th-year head coach at Rutgers. Previously coached at Jackson Memorial High School. 3-time New Jersey Coach of the Year. Got here in 2007 and has elevated this program, Rutgers, in the top 15 this year. And just like they have been the last few years with Coach Goodale.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job in his 9 years here. And the sweater vest shirt today is my favorite. He's been wearing that since he got to Rutgers. And now you see here a caution on Youtsey, getting a little frustrated. You can see him shaking his head. They called it quick, potentially dangerous first 2 seconds, shaking it out a little bit. Now a caution on top.
Youtsey, he's the redshirt junior from Parma, Michigan, and McCabe, he's from New York, also the redshirt junior.
Good job dropping down to a snatch single. McCabe got to his feet, but should be counting the 5 seconds there. And he didn't count, he didn't wave it. I guess he was counting in his head, but there's the stall call on Youtsey. Brings him right back down to the mat after a stall call. But McCabe doing a good job making himself small. Standing up now, he's going to get his hips away a little bit. He's peeling the hand out to the side. Hips are away, but Youtsey doing a good job following him. He's going to get hit again for stalling maybe. And another 2 or 3 seconds he might have, but he kicks him. And that stall call, that having to count when you're in that position and that stall call right there really makes you have to rethink letting the defensive wrestler go, and he had to kick him there, go neutral. 38 seconds of riding time built up for Youtsey. And now they're back on their feet, and this is McCabe has to attack Youtsey and get to his outside single.
Just picked up that escape point.
Youtsey doing a really good job of playing heavy on the head and pulling it down. That's the 5th or 6th time this match he's been able to come out of a shot and pull McCabe's head down, and that'll start to wear on you, hanging on your head like that for 7 minutes.
And Joe McFarland, Wolverines head coach, is in his 17th season, brought it up before the bout. These first few are so critical now to a lot of teams, but especially to us. We've got to come out firing. And Youtsey picked up the decision a couple days ago against Maryland's McCabe, had that tough loss to Johnny Jimenez in Wisconsin that clinched it for the Badgers on Friday night.
Yeah, and there was a stall call right there against McCabe, playing the line there a little bit. I mean, judgment call there. I don't know if it's necessarily stalling. Neither guy was taking shots on the edge, just kind of staring at each other, but that's kind of been how this match has gone here as we enter the 3rd period. Youtsey up with 38 seconds of riding time. See what McCabe can do here on top, but takedown might decide this one if Youtsey can get to his feet.
Youtsey, he's the All-American from a season ago. McCabe looking for his 50th win as a Scarlet Knight. He's credited Joe Pollard for a big piece of his development the last few years at Rutgers.
Absolutely. Coach Pollard working with the little guys, man. Coach Pollard is a great guy, number one, but really a goer. And right there, Youtsey in on a single leg, and McCabe good here at defending this, but he's got to keep his back leg apart. He's got to be careful here on the edge, too, with the stall call already. Youtsey doing a good job getting him to his own feet. Got a wizard in deep there. You can see the left hand in. Staying on his hands. He keeps going for hand control so he doesn't try to reach around. There's Coach McFarland yelling some instruction to his guy. McCabe trying to wrestle here. Both guys go out of bounds neutral. Good job scrambling by both guys there, but McCabe's got to get on his offense because Youtsey's a couple shots away from maybe getting banged with another stalling call for McCabe.
Only about 29 seconds of riding time in favor of Youtsey. And you got to get it above a minute for those points. And only 1 minute left, though, in this 3rd.
Yeah, right.
Excellent bout to start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, good, not a lot of good action in terms of scrambles and such, but both guys really pushing each other pretty hard so far. And 46 seconds left. Somebody's going to have to score. And McCabe right now has got to get to his offense. He hasn't taken a single offensive shot, unfortunately, this entire match. And that's really where he's good. And Youtsey again on a single, and now snaps him right down to the mat. You can see the Michigan, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but the Michigan bench coach is screaming for another stall call, and he's going to get hit with one if he doesn't start moving a little bit here. It'd be a real shame to lose the match on that.
That was Joe McFarland right in the middle with the Michigan Polo, over 200 wins in his 17 years. Got hit to Ann Arbor in 1999. Officially as the head coach and spent the previous 7 as an assistant. So 5 seconds and we're still knotted up at 1.
And now we're going to go to overtime here, it looks like.
125 right off the bat. You said it, will go to an overtime period.
Right in on a single leg. Good job posting the hand, getting right in on a shot. Low single. McCabe right to his butt. And that's going to be the match.
Couple back points right there for Youtsey.
And the returning All-American gets the W over Sean McCabe.
And doing it in overtime.